I didn't realize like how many other people were going through the same thing that I was. And that made me also feel less alone. I grew up always kind of just doing music. I was singing since I was so tiny, and that was just kind of the joke around the house, is that I always just be singing. And then when I got into elementary school, that's when some of the bullying events had occurred. I didn't really know what to do because I had my family who's been super supportive, but I didn't have any friends to turn to talk about it. I just didn't understand how someone could be in such a place of hurt that they'd want to hurt me. And I was 9 and I decided to write a song, and I didn't even really know that I was writing it at the time. I just knew I had these feelings and I needed to get them out onto a piece of paper. So I made my first song called That's Me, and I made it to stand up to bullies. I realized like how many other people were going through the same thing that I was. And that made me also feel less alone. I started performing when I was around 9. And I did a lot of musical theater. I actually started in musical theater. But what I loved about country music was this storytelling aspect that it had.
What do you want to do? What's the dream job in life?
Be a singer-songwriter.
Yes! So you write songs already?
Yeah, I do.
Can you play guitar?
Yeah.
Okay, can we get a guitar or something?
I was 14. And me and my sister had made these really sparkly guitar-shaped signs. And he ended up just seeing our signs from the audience because he just liked them. And so he's like, oh, bring those up here. And then next thing you know, he was like, oh, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I said, a singer-songwriter. He's like, okay, we gotta hear this. And then he pulls out his electric guitar. It still doesn't feel real to me because it was just so surreal. But yeah, it was lots of fun and an amazing experience for sure. Just having that outlet to be able to express your feelings. And I think especially when you're writing or creating music, it's a sacred and safe place almost. For me at least, it's helped me get through a lot of difficult times through my life, and I'm grateful to have it. It's very hard for me to explain things just with my words, but with music, it's like I can say it without actually saying it. And I think it's that kind of language that you can speak to people no matter, like, from anywhere in the world, from any age range. Whenever I find my music can connect to someone, that's when you know it's all worth it, because if someone else can feel the same way, like, that's just the best part of it all. So the song I'm going to play is actually a song that I wrote this year in quarantine. And something that I noticed a lot is when I would get a text from someone, whatever, virtually, and they'd ask, hey, how's it going? And this year has been one of the most difficult years that I've been through, and suffering from a lot of just different mental health issues like anxiety and depression. And I always felt bad, like, explaining how I felt when people would say that. So I'd just say, oh, I'm pretty good. Or I just noticed, like, someone asks, how are you doing? You say, I'm pretty good, because you don't want to get into the details of it. And so I brought this to these 2 co-writers that I write with in Nashville, Tamara Laurel and TJ Simpson. But I just remember after we wrote that song, I cried afterwards, because it just was like, I could explain it. The song was there, I could explain it. I couldn't necessarily say what it meant, but I could have the song to say how I was feeling, and also just how I noticed other people were feeling and being impacted. The song is called Pretty Good.
Felt this way for quite some time. Keep it behind my tired eyes, and I get up out of bed. Carousel goes round again. Walk to work on crowded streets. Strangers look, but they can't see. Ran into an old friend. Asked how I was doing. I'm pretty good at faking smiles and telling little white lies till I start to believe them. Coming up with a reason why I stay so quiet, 'cause it feels easier to hide it than to show the world my flaws. I'm pretty good at saying I'm pretty good when I'm not. Turn my life into a highlight reel. I look better than how I feel. No one ever sees me crying or knows how hard I'm trying. I'm pretty good at faking smiles and telling little white lies till I start to believe them. Coming up with a reason why I stay so quiet, 'cause it feels easier to hide it than to show the world my flaws. I'm pretty good at saying I'm pretty good when I'm not okay at all. Won't let anybody see me fall, so I tell myself I'm pretty good at faking smiles and telling little white lies till I start to believe them. Coming up with a reason why I stay so quiet, 'cause it feels easier to hide it than to show the world my flaws. I'm pretty good at saying I'm pretty good.